In 2023, I lost $150. That was like the highest money I've ever made, like once in my life. Before that 2022. So then I got a writing gig. Like I've said before in one of my videos, I write I write web novel. So I got an exclusive contract that time, and actually the $450 didn't come at once. The first payment I got from that contract was $200, and then dollars was just it had just started skyrocketing like in Nigeria. Then it went from 600 and something to 700 to 800 and even 900. So during this period that I got this money. So the first payment I got was $200. That was $50 for my signing bonus, $150 for my MA monthly attendance bonus. So that money came in as almost 200,000. That time the dollar was still 800 and something, like naira. So when that money came in, I thought that I've arrived, and it was funny because I lost everything. That money. If you ask me what I used that money to do, even till today, the only thing I can list that I used that money to do is I remember buying a red water bottle. That red water bottle, I was really, really in love with it. I'm still using it even up to now. I bought that red water bottle, and what else? I bought a slippers. I bought a trouser, and I think I bought some tops. That was the only thing. Like, if you ask me what I used that money to do, I can point at and say that this was what I used this money to do. A whole $450, and that was the only thing I can count I used to do it. And here's how I lost that money. When that money came in, this kind of euphoria, you have not touched that amount of money before, and suddenly it came into your life. I didn't know what to do with that money exactly. Yes. But what I knew was that I wanted to invest that money. I wanted to invest it, and that was where my problem started. At that time, I was hearing about crypto, and this and that. So I thought maybe this crypto stuff gives money. Before this time, I know absolutely nothing about cryptocurrency, all this forex trading, coins, and the rest. But I just say that that's what I'm going to do with this money. I'm going to invest in crypto, and I'm going to become a crypto trader. At that time, they used to parade themselves as all these tech bros, rich guys, and the rest. Yeah, I think that was among the things that attracted me. So that's how I met this my friend. He's my friend and a classmate that time. That time I was in 400 level, right? I just entered 400 level. So this man entered. So I met him. Okay, let's take his name as X. So I met X and explained to him that I have this Susan, I'm getting this Susan so amount, and I want to invest into crypto. So that's how X told me that I actually came at the right place, started telling me how he has been investing in crypto, what he has been able to do from the crypto money and the rest. And now told me that to start I have to like pay for coaching. He will coach me. He said that he was going to coach me. So according to him, the first thing to do was to pay for his masterclass, and I did. I remember, I think what I paid him was 150,000 naira. That was the person I paid him, and the remaining money that I still had left with me, I gave it to him to help me and purchase coin. He said according to their charts that particular coin is going to skyrocket in no time. So I gave him the rest of the money I have, and he purchased it. Quite alright, he used my wallet, because I think one of the things I learned in that crypto class is how to copy my wallet address and send for somebody, or how to open a wallet. I think I learned that one, how to open a wallet. So he helped me open that wallet. It was in I have forgotten the name of this particular app. So I opened that wallet, I copied my wallet address and sent to him, and he bought the coins for me and transferred the coins to my wallet. I've forgotten um the Like, I didn't even know the price of the coin at that moment. I just sent him that money I had, and he sent me some coins and said that it's going to skyrocket. And when it does, he let me sell it. I use the money and get another coin. And that's how they make money in the crypto. So I believed him, and I did exactly what he told me. We bought the coin, and that was it. Although at that time he was actually trying to like be teaching us about the currency. Like he actually tried to. I will not say that he really didn't teach us anything, but then he promised us a physical class. Some of us that paid for the class, he put us in the WhatsApp group. He promised us a physical class, and he never gave us that. But then what I need is that once you come to the group and tell us some certain things and tell us this coin is about to rise, you should buy it, you should do this one. And again, that time it was doing all this mining, cryptocurrency mining, like tap tap tap. I don't know if anybody can remember it, but I did that very well. It was among the things that I did that period. So it was among the things that he taught me. I was mining, all this mining. You'll be tapping on your phone. You say that they will launch the coin, and those ones you have tapped and gotten, you sell it big money, and then you become rich. So, no, but I mean, this is just funny. I think I'm just laughing at my stupidity because how can I even go into what I don't even know? So after everything, with time, the coin that he bought for me, if I was looking at my wallet, it was falling. Like the amount, it never, it never rise even once. It kept going down, it kept going down, it kept going down. And now, if I should open that wallet, because I still have it in my old phone, I refuse to delete it in case the coin actually skyrocket. Because I don't know now. I'm still waiting. Maybe to take a year, 2 years. I'm still waiting. I don't want to delete it yet. Now, if I open my wallet where we actually store the coins, I think I'm getting 0 point something dollars. And that was how I lost everything. To make matters worse, after that, I didn't get another contract. Right? I don't know what happened. I tried. I think I was there. Before you know it, I became overwhelmed with my final year and everything and stuff, and I stopped writing. For that particular money, $450 that I got from writing, I lost everything. And after this happened, the other day I sat down and I was just remembering it. I was pained. I was pained. But then I believe that every loss is a lesson, and that particular loss it taught me a whole lot of things about money. Yes, she taught me a whole lot of things. Like it's not even one, it's not even two, it's a whole lot. He taught me a whole lot of it, and I think you guys decided to share it with you. So if you are trying to go and squander that money in your hands, before you do that, listen to this video. You might not actually regret watching this video. The first thing he taught me was that you should never ever invest in what you do not understand. I don't care how much is giving others. I don't care how much other people are making from it. Once you don't understand the concept of a particular business, do not put even your 1 naira inside it. Because I think I was overwhelmed with I was attracted with this lifestyle of people guys, people ladies that I just ran into the business without actually knowing nothing. Like when I mean I knew nothing, even to copy my wallet address, do all these things, you have to teach me. And before they could start teaching me this thing, I've already carried money and put inside it. Okay. So anything you don't know the concept, going inside it is like suicide. That's just the truth. The second thing that it taught me is that excitement is not the same as knowledge. And I think sometimes we tend to like mis misplace these two things. If you're excited about something, it does not mean that you have knowledge about that thing. You might be excited, imagining how your life will be when you go into this thing. But the fact that you have no knowledge about it should be the main thing. It's not whether you're excited to go into it. It should be whether you have knowledge about this particular thing. The third thing that it taught me is that you should not invest everything. Yes, I know that they will say invest your money, don't keep it and stuff. But you should have a savings. Because I remember after everything, after I lost everything, I remember needing to move houses. My old lodge was having a whole lot of issues. We even seen snake in the house, light issues and stuff. And I needed to move out of that house. And that was when I realized that I was flat broke. I've used my whole money to invest in crypto. I had no savings, like nothing to my name. I had to go back to begging my parents again for money. And that was not my plan. So you should have a capital for business, and then you should have a savings in case things go south. That's number three. The fourth thing that I learned from that costly mistake is that your first big earning, it should be treated like a capital that can never be lost. I know that sometimes you can't predict life, you can't predict what will happen, but your first big earning is not something you want to gamble away. And I literally gambled that money. Because if I didn't gamble it, I wouldn't go into what I don't know about just because I wanted to invest in something. So your first big capital, it should be treated like a real base capital. That before you put it in something, you should be very, very sure of it being returned. You should never be gambled. You should never put it in a place that you be praying, God, please help me. That is gambling, not investing. The fifth thing I learned was that it's not every coach that is a teacher. I don't know how to put this one. It's not every teacher that is a coach. No, it's not every coach that is a teacher. Because that particular guy I paid that money to, he was good. I won't condemn him in that aspect. He was good in crypto. But then I just guess he didn't have the ability to actually teach somebody about something. Because tell me why I paid for crypto masterclass and I knew nothing in crypto. Believe me, it was not because I was not serious. If he had taught me very well, I'll be serious. Yeah, you have to believe me in this one. He was a coach, but he was not like a teacher. Because I was not even the only person complaining. All of us that are in that group, at some point, people started leaving. Imagine a paid class and people were leaving the WhatsApp group because the guy was not, he was teaching us nothing. So before you give your money to somebody to coach you should know whether this person actually knows how to teach or if they are just answering coach because it's a fancy name. The sixth thing that this thing taught me was, is it the sixth thing or the seventh thing? The sixth thing it taught me is that you should start small when you are trying something new. If I hadn't put all my money inside crypto, maybe I would have realized that this is not for me. Maybe I would have realized that I'm better off running away from this particular business. You get, if I hadn't put all my money inside crypto, maybe I would have had some left to invest in another thing that I will actually have genuine knowledge about that thing. So if you're starting something, I don't care how excited you are about it, do not carry the whole capital and put inside it. It is always best to start small, like to test the water with a little of everything you have instead of going in with everything you have. The eighth thing I learned from that mistake, from that costly mistake, I call it costly because it was actually costly. That money was the highest money I've ever touched at that period of my life. So it's a very, very costly one. So the eighth thing that costly mistake taught me was that in most cases, patience often beats speed. I'll tell you why. If I was patient enough to actually look into this business and learn about crypto and check if I can do this business, maybe I wouldn't have quickly invested in it without realizing that it was not for me. So I know that sometimes delay can be dangerous too, but oftentimes patience always beats speed. When you are rushing into something, in most cases you end up regretting that rush. Because what's the need for rush? I didn't say you should be stalling, delaying when it's not necessary, but some delay is actually very, very necessary. So another thing taught me that patience is important, especially when you're going into something you don't know about. Patience often beats speed. So another thing that taught me, I think this is the ninth one. Another thing that taught me was that one financial mistake does not define your future. Because after that loss, I was traumatized. Yes, even when I started getting money again, I said to myself that I'd rather spend this money on me than invest it. I'd rather spend it on my wardrobe. I was upgrading my clothes, my footwear, my bag collection and stuff instead of investing it in anything. Because that experience it scared me. Imagine losing that amount of money and you have nothing to show for it. Is you will like you'll be beating up yourself. You're just like you wasted it. if I spend it on myself, at least if I look at this clothes, I'll be like, oh, I got this clothes that time I got $150 for fashion. But then everything just went into thinking. But then after everything, I though it affected me in a way because to invest in something I became traumatized and it was hard. But with time I recovered from it and then that thing I invested in, I just made sure I took the correction that that first loss taught me. I will evaluate more before I started. And I realized that they were not bad. Investment in general is not bad. So one financial mistake it cannot define your future. So don't be scared. Maybe when you are coming across this video, you must have made a very big mistake that you said you lost. Yeah, like a very costly one. Don't panic. That cannot define your future. You can still make investments like work for you in the future. So don't let that hold you back. So what else did it teach me? I think that's all I can remember now. If I remember more, I will let you know. So yeah, I just remembered this afternoon and I decided to share with you people. You can tell me take in the comment section. Bye.